Today I'm going to be showing you how you can easily set up Meld for your own use when it comes to streaming, recording, and even for clipping. And this will also be including how to even set up vertical streaming and vertical video recording. So without further ado, let's get straight to the tutorial and just how you can set it up for yourself. Now when you open up Meld Studio after downloading it, which don't worry, the download link will be in the description below for you to just download it straight away to your system, whether you're on Windows or Mac OS. Now do keep in mind we will be covering all sides. We're going to be focusing on the left side first, of how to create a scene. Then we'll do some settings on the right hand side. Now, of course, one of the things you can definitely do if you are someone that is already using, for example, OBS, you can import your scenes by going to File. You can say Import Session or even import OBS Session. So if you already have some created scenes, you can just import them instead of resetting them up. But if you are starting from scratch, yes, I can easily set up a new scene and just set up some of your main layers. Now, first what we're going to do is go to a scene and we're going to make a new scene. To make a new scene, just do the plus sign and you'll see you'll make a whole bunch of new scenes. Now we'll just keep 2 of them and just have the 1. Now to keep in mind, depending if you are going to be using the vertical setup, depends if you're going to have something similar like this. But don't worry, you can just go to your settings and choose either multi-canvas or main canvas. But we'll keep it on multi-canvas just so it makes it a lot easier for us to actually just show how you can set up some of the stuff. But once you're on your scene 1, make sure you're on the right canvas. Now just click on the main canvas if you're wanting to add layers for this canvas. But let's first add maybe something like our webcam. So go to layers, click on the plus sign. You can see all the following options from video device, display capture, game capture, media source, and so on. And so what I do really like about Meld is you can duplicate some of the layers. So if you do plan to use the same layers over on, let's say, the vertical canvas for vertical streaming or even clipping, it will not use as much resources, which will be a very useful thing, especially if your system does not handle really well when it comes to streaming. But let's add our webcams. So we're going to go to video device, go and expand it to the full screen or whatever format you want it to do, and say select a device. We're going to be selecting our webcam, which is the Oswald Meet SE. Now, something that I do really like personally about Meld Studio is just how it works. So also we can just make it smaller or bigger. We can also do some cropped scenes, which my personal opinion is really useful. It actually does help you save on not having to download so many plugins to do some of these things. I mean, you can do circle, you can do rectangle, square, you can name it. And you can even adjust it with these little dots here by just moving it more closer or even further out. So if you just want to have a bit of a nice little edge, you can do so. But we're not going to be doing this at all. We'll just revert back to the normal canvas. Now, of course, if you're wanting to maybe add some effects, you can go to the right hand side here. You can see you have presets. You can choose 3D preset or give a 3D effect. You got 90s, you got duotone, you got colored, black and white, and you can name it. You have a lot of options to go for. Now you can even add more effects by just going to add, let's say I want to make the camera look more vibrant. So we can just go here, go to our hue and saturation, and we can go to the settings and we can just adjust the hue if we're wanting to. We can make the saturation a little bit more and we can just fine tune it a little bit more to our liking. Now, of course, I'm not going to do this, so we'll just get rid of it. But something that I do personally like that Meld recently did add was you can actually add custom LUTs. So if you do want to have your own custom LUT literally installed, you can. It actually is very useful, especially if you do plan to actually use an actual camera, something similar to a Sony ZV-10 for streams or recordings. But now we have obviously our main canvas. Now, it does work the exact same when it comes to doing vertical. Now you can probably notice on the left corner, as soon as I click to the right side where the vertical canvas is, it switches where it doesn't have anything on the layers. That's because it is a completely separate layout, so you can actually have more customization to each layers. But again, we can just go to the plus sign, go to video, select the video camera you're going to be using, and then we can obviously just adjust it. Now this is where you can technically just do something by using the, rectangle, which might actually work better for vertical streams because you don't have to worry about it being a whole actual full canvas, and it kind of does make it look more better. But that's just how you can set up the main cameras. How are you going to set up a gaming scene? So let's go to our scene 2. But now with our new scene, we're going to add our game first. Now something I do want you to keep in mind is if you do plan to obviously use Meld on the same computer that you're going to be gaming on, then you will have to add obviously game capture. But if you are going to be doing something similar to what I do, which is using a capture card with a console or with a secondary system for streaming, then I would recommend to just go to video device, and that's where you're going to be able to add it. We're going to also make this a full canvas. I'm going to go select a device, and we are going to be selecting our capture card, which there we go. We have our capture card, and just to show a bit of a response, it is decently responsive. It's not going to be as responsive because we are recording as so with our Meld, but this is what it does look like. And again, you can also crop your game. So if you want to maybe have a nice little highlight reel, you can do so. It's a nice little option to have. We're going to just keep it as a full canvas. Now next we're going to also add our camera. So we're going to select our camera, which is the Osbot Meet SE. This is where it's going to be very useful to have these kind of layouts, because you can either just have your camera in the corner like this, or if you're wanting to make it look more interesting for your viewers, you can go to this, have it in the corner, let's maybe put it here, and we could shape it just to be right there. And that's what it could look like. Or if you're wanting to just show more gameplay, you can go like this. And this is going to be definitely useful for those that do have this will actually definitely be a big useful thing to use if you have a wide angle lens for those that are planning to use an actual camera. But it looks good, it makes the content look a lot more easier to view, and I mean, can make good for a lot of scenes. Now you probably noticed while we were moving the scenes, you can see the snapping. Now what I do like about it, it does allow you to actually snap in the exact middle or in the exact corner. There's a nice little touch that I think most people should know about. But let's just put our camera in the corner here, and we can just make it a little bit smaller. And there we go. That's our scene. Of course, same process as scene 1. Go to your vertical, we're gonna have to set up completely different. So we're going to add our capture card, just make it a little bit more bigger, or you can just go a little bit lower, adjust it fully, and we can see that it snaps a lot easier. This is also something I do really like, is because you do have plugins on OBS, such as maybe you wanting to use Atom. Atom does have amazing plugins, but it would be nice to have that extra leeway when it comes to snapping, which you can probably do, but this is just really built in, and I do really like it personally. But now we got our gameplay in the vertical canvas, we can now add our camera. It's going to go video device, adjust it, where we can actually select our camera, and there we go. Now, something to add for those who are wanting to have more of an effect when it comes to the live streams or just camera effects, we're going to just maybe move our webcam in the middle. But let's say you're wanting to maybe add more of an effect to your streams that makes it look a lot more cleaner and make sure viewers see more actual detail to your stream. Now, this can be obviously done in effects. You can go to the plus sign, and we can add something like a drop shadow, which does give a nice little effect that you can kind of see, but you can also adjust it. So let's maybe make the distance a little bit longer, or you can have it maybe just all the way there, maybe a little bit more softer so it looks more like an actual shadow. We can even make it a little bit less opacity if we're wanting to. It can also be very useful for those who are wanting to have more of an effect to kind of highlight where the camera is. But the reason why I'm showing this, you can actually implement this for your vertical scene. So we'll just quickly add it. We're going to just make it so it is directly down with the angle. And then we're going to do a little bit more of a distance. Make the softness a little bit more. And maybe a heavier opacity. Because now we have a nice little effect. It does make the camera look like it's hovering a little bit more over the gameplay, but with a nice little disconnect between your webcam and the gameplay for vertical streams or even captures. Of course, you might be wondering how you can add other audio devices or even your mic, because obviously we already have it set up, but how can you do it? Now go to your audio mixer, go to the plus sign, and select the device. Now this can be different for any user, so if you do not see your game audio get added straight away, just go to your game capture, add it, and it will be added straight away. Now you can obviously do it where it is monitoring your audio, you can also mute it, or you can even add some effects for pressure, gain, stereo panner, and voice clarity. Obviously I would recommend to use that mostly for your microphone, but that's just to give you an idea of how you can actually just set it up for your own use. But now let's talk about the right side of Meld, which there is so much stuff that makes Meld actually stand out a lot more when it comes to using it for streaming or even recording videos. Now there is so much on the right side. You got obviously your storage, you have your FPS, you got your go live, your record and clip. Now we're currently on the inspector, which allows us to see our outputs for whether you're streaming on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, or even TikTok. Which yes, will explain why you can't really stream on TikTok, but yes, you can do streams to TikTok in some way. But obviously, let's just show how you can actually add an output to those who are wanting to stream to Twitch, Kick, or YouTube. Now also you go to your outputs, go to the plus sign, and you'll see the options. Now you can indeed also stream to X, which is pretty funny. But obviously, whatever platform you're wanting to stream on, you can't just select that platform. So let's say I want to stream to Kick. Now, of course, we already do have a setup for Kick already, but essentially, depending on what platform you want to stream on, whether it's Twitch, Kick, or YouTube, you can just log into your account and it'll log you in straight away. Now, when you are obviously logging in, you can also just go to the settings, which is located to the bottom right. You can obviously add an output of any platform. And what's also nice, you can edit obviously some of the main settings, such as which canvas you want to stream to, whether it's vertical or horizontal. Do keep in mind you can stream obviously vertically to YouTube with a vertical canvas, and you can also manage everything all in the settings here. But if we go a little bit more down, we can see recording and clipping. Now with recording, obviously depending on what type of quality you want to record your videos at, you can also adjust this to be more quality or less quality. But obviously you can select your destination for your videos. You can select the format. You can select the canvas you're wanting to record, whether it's going to be vertical or horizontal. You can also select your video bitrate, which we have set at 25,000 kilobits per second. And we can also see our audio bitrate. And you can do the same when it comes to the clipping output, which allows you to either clip from your main canvas, or if you're wanting to get mostly portrait or vertical canvases, you can do that as well. But we still have two other tabs. Now, if you go to chat, this is where you can also monitor your chat and your alerts. Now, currently we set it up where our alerts will pop up on the top here, which we can also adjust the length. And at the bottom here, you can also adjust your chat. Now, currently our settings we have for it is it's going to show our Twitch and our Kick chat. I have it currently on the large format, and I also do have enabled the alerts to show me channel points, follows, raids, subscriptions, and so on. But of course, if you do want to have maybe your chat on the top instead of the bottom, you can just reverse the layout. And if you're wanting to have it in a vertical way, you can do so. But me personally, I do kind of like this layout where the top is just for alerts and the bottom is for chat. And what's also really nice is you can see at the bottom here underneath the text, you have 3 lines where, for example, you're wanting to maybe chat to everyone by either announcing someone that is joining the stream or even putting a link for your viewers. You can go to all and you can just type in and you can send out to all of your platforms. And then we finally have the stream manager. Now this is where I do also really like Meld because it's a lot more easier for you to manage your title for your streams and also selecting the correct category. Now currently in beta you can do both Twitch and Kick at the same time, where whatever you put down in here will be shared across the platforms you have selected. But if you don't want to do that, you're wanting to have a separate title for, let's say, Twitch and a different title for Kick, you can fine tune it here. You can even add the tags, classifications, and also edit the gaming category. But otherwise, that is it for this tutorial. Now we could technically talk about Spark, which is new. It is using AI and allows you to actually customize some overlays for your streams or even make custom starting soon screens. There's actually a whole selection of pre-made options you can use for your streams, or you can make your own custom using AI. But always leave me in the comments below if this video has helped you out how to set up Meld for your own use. And again, at the end of the day, I do think Meld is a good option for a lot of new beginners when it comes to live streaming or even recording, because it's so easy to set up, don't have to worry about too much settings, and technically you can just plug in and play. But I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Be safe as always, and have a good day onwards. Bye.